Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this I'm going to tell you about the Kennedy half dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Hey there, treasure hunters and coin collectors. If you've got coins tucked away in drawers or old proof sets gathering dust in your attic, stop what you're doing and listen closely. Because today, we're diving into a coin that could change your life. I'm talking about the American 1977 Kennedy half dollar, but not just any 1977 coin. I'm talking about the rare proof set coin that might be hiding a small fortune. Now, grab your magnifying glass, because this is one of those coins that could be worth way more than you think. Let's get into it. Let's take a quick journey back to 1977. It's post-Vietnam America. Star Wars just hit theaters. Elvis Presley takes his final bow, and at the U.S. Mint, something interesting was happening. The Kennedy half dollar had already become one of America's most iconic coins. Originally minted in 1964 to honor President John F. Kennedy after his assassination, this coin quickly gained popularity for its striking design, symbolic meaning, and its short run of 90% silver before switching to a copper-nickel composition. But here's the twist: in 1977, that year, no half dollars were released into circulation. Let me say that again. The 1977 Kennedy half dollar was minted, but only for collectors. If you wanted one, you had to buy it in a special mint set or proof set directly from the U.S. Mint. And that is exactly what makes the proof set version of the 1977 Kennedy half dollar so desirable today. So what makes this coin so incredibly valuable? Well, it all comes down to two words: condition and rarity. The U.S. Mint released a limited number of proof sets in 1977. These sets were specially struck, mirror-like finishes, frosted designs, made with precision for collectors. But not all proof coins are created equal. Some proof coins from 1977 have what collectors call deep cameo contrast. These coins display a powerful visual effect where the design, Kennedy's bust, looks frosted and the background shines like a mirror. This high-level contrast, especially in flawless condition, sends collectors into a bidding frenzy. But wait, it gets better. Out of thousands of proof coins minted, only a microscopic number have received a perfect grade from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. We're talking PR69 or PR70 deep cameo, practically flawless, museum-quality coins. And when one of those shows up on the market, the prices go through the roof. You're probably wondering, how much are we talking? Buckle up. While the average 1977 Kennedy half dollar in a proof set might sell for a few dollars, the right one, in flawless condition, deep cameo contrast, and certified by a professional grading service, has sold for $2,700, all the way up to $79,000, yes, you heard that correctly. $79,000. All for a coin that may be sitting unnoticed in a closet or tucked away in grandma's old proof set. Now here's the catch: not every 1977 Kennedy half dollar will bring in that kind of cash. Yours needs to be in exceptional condition. You'll want to look for deep cameo contrast, no visible scratches or blemishes, strong, crisp details on Kennedy's hair, jawline, and lettering, ideally a grade of PR69 or PR70 by PCGS or NGC. If you've got a proof set from 1977, pull it out right now and examine that half dollar. And if it looks flawless, get it graded professionally, because you might just be holding a jackpot in your hands. If you love coins, or if you're just discovering this fascinating world of hidden treasures and rare finds, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications so you never miss a video that could put thousands, or tens of thousands, in your pocket. We've got more rare coin breakdowns, secret finds, and millionaire maker coins coming your way. And remember, always check your change, and never underestimate the power of a little silver and copper. That's it for today's treasure hunt. This has been your deep dive into the mysterious and valuable 1977 Kennedy half dollar proof set coin, possibly worth up to $79,000. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, keep hunting, keep collecting, and keep dreaming big. Top 2. Have you ever looked through your coin collection and thought, is this really just worth 50 cents? Well, if you've got the 1990 Kennedy half dollar, especially the one from the U.S. proof set, you better hold on tight, because what I'm about to tell you might just flip your world upside down. This isn't just any ordinary coin. We're talking about a piece of U.S. minting history, a collector's hidden treasure, and possibly your ticket to thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. So before you cash in that old proof set or ignore that shiny half dollar sitting in your drawer, listen to this carefully, because you might be sitting on a coin worth a small fortune. Let's break it down. Let's rewind the clock to the year 1990. The Gulf War was on the horizon. The internet was still just a baby, and in the world of American coinage, the U.S. Mint was producing something special, but most people didn't notice it. The Kennedy half dollar, first introduced in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, had by 1990 become a mainstay in collectors' sets. But here's the twist: most people only focused on silver years, or coins released into circulation. What they completely overlooked was what came inside the proof sets. And that, my friends, is where the real gold, or should I say profit, is hiding. The 1990 Kennedy half dollar proof coin is not rare because it's old. It's rare because of how few exist in perfect, pristine condition. The U.S. Mint designed these coins specifically for collectors: ultra shiny, mirror backgrounds, frosted images, and struck multiple times to bring out every detail. But here's the kicker: not every proof coin comes out perfect, and only a tiny handful achieve the kind of quality that makes professional graders stop in their tracks. We're talking deep cameo contrast, flawless surfaces, and absolutely no blemishes. If you've got one of these unicorns, you're not holding just a collector's item. You're holding a potential treasure chest. Now listen closely. The difference between a regular proof coin and a high-grade, professionally certified, deep cameo 1990 Kennedy half dollar, it's not a few bucks. It's not even a few hundred. It's thousands. And in ultra-rare cases, it has sold for life-changing money. Let me make your heart race just a little faster. Some examples of this coin, when graded at the highest level: PR69 or a perfect PR70 by NGC or PCGS, and featuring that exceptional deep cameo mirror-like finish, have gone on to fetch insane amounts at auction houses and private sales. And I'm not exaggerating here. Here's the moment you've been waiting for. That innocent-looking 1990 Kennedy half dollar from the proof set, if certified in top-tier condition and verified by professional grading services, could be worth $2,700, all the way up to $89,000. Yes, you heard that right. $89,000. From a 50-cent coin, from a coin you might have passed over, from a proof set collecting dust in the attic or boxed up from a garage sale. Now ask yourself, do you have one? Because if you do, this is your sign to check. Open that velvet case. Examine that coin under light. Look for deep cameo contrast. No scratches. No haze. No milk spots. Sharp details in Kennedy's hair and cheekbone. A mirror finish that looks like glass. Then, send it in to be graded, because you just might be sitting on something extraordinary. This is what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know when a small piece of metal can unlock a giant payday. And let's be real, who doesn't want to turn pocket change into $89,000? So do me a favor, go check your coins. Especially that 1990 Kennedy half dollar from the proof set. And if you find a flawless one, you might not just be lucky, you might be rich. Don't forget to hit that like button if you learned something today. Subscribe for more rare coin videos, because tomorrow's upload might just spotlight the coin you've got in your hand right now. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, never underestimate the value of what you already own. See you in the next video. Top 3. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered, what if this little piece of metal is worth way more than 50 cents? Well, today we're going to open your eyes to a coin that's been hiding in plain sight. A coin so overlooked, so underrated, yet so potentially valuable, it could put thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars in your pocket. I'm talking about the 1985 Kennedy half dollar, not the regular one from your change, but the secret treasure hiding inside the U.S. Mint's proof set. This is the kind of coin that's sitting quietly in basements, boxes, and drawers across America. The coin people received as gifts, bought decades ago, or inherited and forgot about. But what if I told you that one of those coins might be worth a small fortune today? Let me tell you a story. In 1985, the Kennedy half dollar was already a legendary piece of American coinage. First struck in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy, it quickly became a symbol of national pride. But by the 1980s, these coins were no longer being used in everyday transactions. Most Americans never saw them in circulation. Instead, they were being minted mostly for collectors, and the proof sets were where the real gems could be found. Now, let's talk about what makes a proof coin so different. Proof coins are specially made. They aren't mass-produced like regular coins. They're struck multiple times with specially polished dies, giving them that incredible mirror-like finish and frosted design. They shine. They pop. They're made to impress. But here's the secret. Even among proof coins, not all are equal. Some come out with tiny flaws, a scratch here, a mark there. And only a few come out perfect. And those are the ones collectors go absolutely crazy for. The 1985 Kennedy half dollar in proof condition is one of those coins that could either be worth a few bucks, or a fortune. It all comes down to the condition, the grading, and a little thing called deep cameo contrast. That's when the coin has that bold, frosted portrait of JFK floating over a jet black, mirror background. It's visually stunning, and collectors will pay big money for coins with that perfect, high contrast finish, especially when they're graded at the very top levels. So, how do you know if you have one? First, find your 1985 proof set. It comes in a hard plastic case with all the coins of that year. Take a close look at the Kennedy half dollar. Hold it under a light. If the background is black and mirrors shiny and the portrait looks like it's glowing white, you might have a deep cameo. Then check for perfection: no scratches, no haze, no milk spots. Strong details in the hair, the cheekbone, the lettering. That's when you start thinking, should I get this graded? Now, here's where it gets exciting. If you send it to a top grading service like PCGS or NGC and it comes back graded PR69 or, the dream, PR70 deep cameo, you're officially holding gold. Because this is where the money comes in. A flawless 1985 Kennedy half dollar from a proof set, professionally graded and certified in top-tier condition, has sold for an unbelievable amount. Some rare examples have gone for as little as $2,700. But it doesn't stop there. At the very top of the market, certain buyers, collectors, and dealers have paid up to a staggering $77,000 for one single coin. Yes, you heard that right. $77,000. From a coin that was sitting in a proof set. In a box. On a shelf, not in a bank vault. Not in a museum, just waiting for someone, like you, to realize what it really is. That's why it's so important to check your coins. Look at every detail. Get it graded if you even think it looks perfect. Because these are the hidden treasures people dream of. And they're real. They've sold. They've made headlines. They've made collectors rich. And maybe, just maybe, you're next. If you love finding value in forgotten places, if you're addicted to the thrill of coin hunting, or if you simply want to know if that old coin in your collection is worth more than your car, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell. Because every week we uncover real coin stories just like this, coins worth thousands, hiding in plain sight. So go now. Check your 1985 Kennedy half dollar. You might just be holding something worth more than you ever imagined, and if it's the one, you could be looking at a payday between $2,700 and $77,000. Don't say I didn't warn you. See you in the next video, treasure hunters. Keep searching, your fortune might already be in your hands. Top 4. Have you ever opened an old drawer stumbled across a dusty US Mint proof set and thought, just collector stuff, probably not worth much. Well, if you've got the 1994 Kennedy half dollar from one of those proof sets, stop right there. Because that one coin, that shiny 50-cent piece that most people overlook, could be worth more than your monthly paycheck, maybe even more than your car. Yeah, you heard that right. This isn't just a story about coins. This is about accidental gold mines people have lying around without even knowing it. Now imagine this. You're holding a coin that looks ordinary. But under the surface? It's a ticking time bomb of value. The 1994 Kennedy half dollar is exactly that. And it's not because it's old, not because it's silver, and not even because it was rare at the time. It's because the few that were made in absolutely flawless condition from proof sets are now selling for jaw-dropping money. Let's talk about what makes this coin so different. The Kennedy half dollar has been minted since 1964, and by the time 1994 rolled around, most people thought it was just a collector's coin, something to look at and then forget about. But here's the thing most people don't realize. The proof version of the 1994 Kennedy half dollar wasn't just made for circulation. It was specially struck for collectors, using highly polished dies and extra pressure to create that deep mirror-like finish. These aren't your everyday pocket coins. These were made to shine. But here's where it gets serious. Not all proof coins are created equal. In fact, many come with small imperfections. Maybe there's a scratch, a milk spot, a faint blemish. Even though they're proofs, they aren't perfect. But a few, a very small few, come out absolutely flawless. No scratches. No marks. Just a razor-sharp frosted image of JFK's profile, floating over a deep, black mirror finish. Those are the coins that make collectors go wild. Those are the coins that professional graders at PCGS or NGC look at and say, "This is a top-tier coin." If it gets a grade of PR69 Deep Cameo, or the Holy Grail, PR70 Deep Cameo, you better believe your coin just went from 50 cents to 4, 5, even 6 figures. Now, maybe you're thinking, there's no way that little coin I got in a proof set 30 years ago is worth that kind of money. But here's the truth. People just like you have found perfect 1994 Kennedy half dollars in untouched proof sets, sent them off to get graded, and watched the value skyrocket. They've turned what looked like a regular collector coin into a serious payday. And I mean serious. In the open market, the right 1994 Kennedy half dollar, the actual coin from a proof set, professionally graded in pristine, deep cameo condition, has sold for prices that would blow your mind. How much? Try $2,700, all the way up to $65,000. Yes, $65,000 for one single half dollar. That's not a typo. That's not an exaggeration. That's real money people have paid, real auction results, real collectors fighting to get their hands on one of the rarest perfect condition 1994 Kennedy half dollars ever made. So don't ignore that proof set. Don't toss it aside. Don't assume it's worth nothing just because it's not silver. Open it. Inspect it. Shine a light on it. Look closely at the Kennedy half dollar. Does it have that deep mirror reflection? Does it look flawless, like a work of art? If so, send it to be graded immediately. Because if it comes back with that magical PR70 Deep Cameo, you're no longer holding a coin. You're holding a cash machine. And let's be real, who doesn't want to turn a 50-cent coin into $65,000? This is what makes coin collecting more than just a hobby. It's an adventure. A hunt. A game of hidden treasures and surprise jackpots. And the 1994 Kennedy half dollar from the US Mint proof set is one of the biggest hidden jackpots in the entire Kennedy series. So do this right now. Go check your coin collection. Look for that 1994 proof set. Examine that half dollar like your financial future depends on it. Because it might. And if you love this kind of treasure hunting content, if you want more real stories of coins turning into cash, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We're just getting started. You never know. The next video might feature the exact coin sitting in your drawer right now. Thanks for watching. And remember, coins don't just tell history. Sometimes, they make it.